reading.
Yeah, no, let me just say this. It is important to learn our history because we are not taught our history. It is very crucial, and I think that will actually start the genesis on our journey to self-discover. Without that, unamkumbuka hizo Kenya Reels, zile unaenda movie Kenya Reels, Kenya Union, whatever. That's bullshit.
Yeah, where they show, like some traditional dancers and
whatever, and then the again, even just like CRT, whatever. They're trying to push away, critical race theory so that you don't learn the history.
Yeah, and that's why you have to understand there's a reason why Americans push history within their curriculums, regardless of whether you want to become a doctor, basket weaver, or a politician or a musician. Important. You have to learn the history because it's very important. So that's something I don't know whether...
But it's sanitized history. Ali read.
Okay, so there's quite a number of comments that are coming in here.
So start from where Pablo says weka tatu podcast, anything below that.
Okay, as Kenya Kwanza read manifesto is that before
keep going. No, you was making a joke about something.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Oh wow, there's a lot. Pablo anasema shish, did Ali Badawi say
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Boss, uja refresh.
Okay, ngoja nirudi natafuta comment ingine. Yeah, Pablo saying true, that is where the issue of believing in ourselves, building our own comes up. So hapo.
It's going down now.
Okay, all right. So Stephen JJ says we all know avoid those areas. Juya Makarao Farmers Branch will ask you for papers. I think that was a different thread going. And then Pablo says people that have never been to the States think the US is what they see in Hollywood movies. That's very true. That was me. In fact, let me real quick confess something. The one video that really motivated me to want to come to the US, and this is now before all these cases came up, Nanini, Fiesta, Jay-Z, R. Kelly. Jay-Z, R. Kelly. I remember that's one of the videos that I watched just before I came to the States, and I was like, you see that life, right? For those who remember that video. Not even that's what I want. I knew, like, that's how I'm going to be living.
What you want.
Nikona karo living, or poolside, So I can't blame anyone.
Ideally, that's what you wanted.
Right. No, I can't blame anyone who's not been here having those thoughts. But vitu kwa ground is different.
Like an answer.
Yeah, vitu kwa ground, 2 weeks to me coming to the US, and yangu akanambia, boss, hii TV utaachana nayo, itabidi uende utafute kazi. Within 2 weeks of me landing here, I was working at Target. Nilijua sijui. Yeah, paper or plastic. And then Washeke anasema our leaders are in the pockets of the West. Slay says they even almost influence elections in the sense that they will endorse a particular candidate in some way, which is very true. They've even been known to assassinate leaders that they don't like.
Patrice Lumumba,
yes.
Our boy,
yes,
a boy from
so many.
The francophone guy.
Francophone.
There was Patrice Lumumba. There was
Burkina Faso,
Thomas Sankara.
In South America, the Sandinistas, they build a whole army to go over,
Yeah. And then hapa tulikuwa nasema wanalengwa comments. No, sorry, we are not lenga inyuni. Leo hii conversation ya leo imekuwa tu moto. So don't boycott the show next week, tafadhali. And then Washeke says Africa is free but not yet free. Our former colonial masters still pull the strings. And then there was a comment about settler colonies. Let me see what DJ Tucha here is saying. Let me see, tumeandika. I think hapa sasa people are starting to talk to each other, and then hapa Pablo likes targeting me. Sijui nilimfanya nini. Anasema did Badawi Ali just say what is I can't even series. What is that?
He just said it again.
No. Mimi namwambia Pablo, this is how we used to talk in Nairobi West. This is a Nairobi West accent. Kama you guys, like never used to talk like this message. This is a Nairobi West accent. I still have nikingia Nairobi West leo, these guys wanasema umse amekuwa hapa for the last 5 years. But
whatever you tell yourself.
Yeah, Washeke anasema ni shida group of schools. So Slay anasema
today has been on a waseke diago.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to be authentic. Nairobi West accent bana. What are you guys talking about? Authenticity.
As there were changes. Carry on.
Yeah, and then you missed when he said, "Hey,
keep going,
I think I'm being picked on."
Keep going.
I think I'm being picked on.
Skip those ones.
I think money has been poured by someone.
You can't erase.
And then Slay says you can't erase the pyramids and all of African history and culture. There's a very interesting YouTube documentary done by BBC Zainab Badawi. I'm gonna say no relationship here, or maybe I'm gonna go talk to my dad and figure out
share it.
If there's a relationship. Zainab Badawi, she's originally from Sudan, and she talks about Africa, and and she talks about it from the beginning, not starting, because a lot of African history likes to start with colonialism. A lot of African history starts with the colonialism, and before that they say this was a dark place. These were just savages roaming, the jungles and just whacking each other and killing each other. But now with Zainab Badawi, she goes all the way, and this is based on volumes of African history that were actually written by African historians. There's 34 volumes. I'm gonna give you the title of the books. They are very, very big books. They go into details of different parts of Africa, Kenya, South Africa, those old kingdoms and everything. They go into so much detail, and the documentary is just kind of summarizing what they're talking about.
And just to add, because Mika has been yearning to say something, and then we'll go to Jemo. The thing is,
Barbados Jamaliza.
No.
Can I just plug in on what? Yeah. The chick you're talking about? If you have Africa Channel on your cable, she does her documentaries are also on the African channel.
The African channel.
There's an African channel.
Yeah.
Just
African channel.
Yes, I need to get that one.
Just Google Zainab Badawi or think of Ali and then Badawi and then just think of Zainab.
Her documentaries are really good.
Now
can you finish reading?
Yeah, but no. Let me just say this. It is important to learn our history because we are not taught our history. It is very crucial, and I think that will actually start the genesis on our journey to self-discover. Without that, unamkumbuka hizo Kenya Reels, zile unaenda movie Kenya Reels, Kenya Union, whatever. That's bullshit.
Yeah, where they show, like some traditional dancers and
whatever, and then, the again, even just like CRT, whatever, they're trying to push away, critical race theory so that you don't learn the history.
Yeah, and that's why you have to understand there's a reason why Americans push history within their curriculums, regardless of whether you want to become a doctor, a basket weaver, or a politician or a musician.
Important.
You have to learn the history because it's very important. So that's something I
but
don't know whether...
But it's sanitized history.
It's a sanitized version. Yeah. It's a sanitized version that glorifies
in the South, it is sanitized.
Yeah.
In the South.
Or even in the
North.
No,
even
in the North.
It's sanitized. It's sanitized everywhere. It's just that in the South, there's further sanitization that takes place. All right. So more comments here. Washeke is asking what were Mashadha tutasema.
Read the next comment.
Moshadha, it's Moshadha.
Ameandika Mashadha. I know. So Slay says even Instagram, I know 2 Kenyan guys who came up with the same concepts before Instagram hit, and I think that was in reference to what you were saying about like Sendwave. There's a Kenyan guy who created an app similar to Clubhouse, and it's not a hit like Clubhouse.
See, Clubhouse died. Oh, sorry,
yes,
go ahead.
No, it's still there.
It's still there, but Twitter Spaces kind of like stole its thunder. And then Washeke says African leaders need to grow balls. Pablo says as Kenya Kwanza, we will take care of those kids. Read our manifesto. Okay, all right. And then Slay says there's a former ambassador who called the West out for this. I think you're talking about Ambassador Arikana.
Yeah.
I forget her name. She's from Nigeria. No, she's not from Nigeria. What country is she from again?
Ghana.
She's from Ghana. Yeah. She also told African leaders to stop defending on the West, to stop depending on the West. We can do this. And Arikana was coming so strong
Yes.
that the AU had to stop her.
It wasn't the AU though.
Sorry, I was gonna
the
say.
French stopped
Yeah.
her through the AU.
Through the AU,
May I
yes.
also say she had an organization called ADDI, ADDI, and I will share the link here because every Saturday they have something going on.
Yes.
She's
okay.
still fighting.
She's still fighting.
She's still fighting.
Okay. And then also go watch her interview with Roland Martin, you know, which happened, you know, at that time when
Roland
when the AU
Martin
was
and
trying to push
Filtered.
her out.
That's
Yeah.
the guy I go to
And,
for black.
yeah, and then Pablo says great lessons in history today. This segment is fire. Come Pasiamaka. And then Washeke says France would not be standing without Francophone Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Very true.
Oh, yeah.
And then let me see. That's why they killed Lumumba. And then there's addition and Gaddafi. Leo kweli mmeandika.
Boss.
Leo.
Kimeumana.
This show would not be so
Yeah.
boring without us.
So-
we agree.
Yeah, so Slay saying, can someone please tell them here fast food is accessible while organic food is expensive? We should be proud of our farm-grown food. Yeah, and then Akinyi says, time to offer support to the likes of Wodemaya. For those who don't know, Wodemaya is an African YouTuber from Ghana who just beams positive stories, and not just positive stories of success about Africa. There's Wodemaya.
African
Yeah,
success.
there's Wodemaya. There's the other guy
You are the last
from
party in
Nigeria.
the
There's the other guy from Nigeria called is it Tayo or
Can you
Toya?
share those on
Toya
the
Aina? Yeah, you know, like they go to places like Zanzibar. They've marketed Kenya. They've marketed Ethiopia. You know, and these are, you know, like they're giving positive stories about Africa. And these videos are becoming very influential on decisions that African Americans are making on coming to the African continent. So I think we need more of those. We need to pay these people to do more of these stories, because I think these untold stories. He even did a story on Enda, you know, like the Kenyan shoe.
Yes, he did.
You
Yes,
know,
he
like
did.
very powerful story, you know, where, you know, if the Kenyan media has touched on it, it's very small, but he did a very detailed.
If they have.
Yeah, you know, like there was once that NTV did a piece, a short piece, a short cute piece, but that's it.
2
you
seconds.
know, like nothing impactful like what Wodemaya does. So that's just it.
Kenyan media is a letdown.
Yeah.